Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. I'm Rosemel, and today we're doing a quick look at an auto battle called Underboard. The developers have reached out to me, well, developers and publishers reached out to me to have a kind of a point out they got a demo on, so I thought we'd have a little look and check it out. Always do like when people reach out because it does show when you have confidence in your product, and it's always entertaining to see all the cool new stuff, and I like looking at cool stuff. So let's jump in and see what it's all about. Oh, it looks like you're new here to the Underboard. Great. I am Menno, the #1 explorer around here. My name is... So anyways, I'll teach you how to play. To play Underboard, you need to pick a character first. He's behind you. Don't stress about the tooltips, who reads them anyway. You sure? Man, that's gruesome to start off with. Who would have thought? Thanks a lot, Snitching. That was risky. She's dangerous. You shouldn't have come here. Why should I believe you? It's your only option. Menno is not what it seems. I am Tickatoe, an old explorer. Look, rookie, you're now linked to the Underboard. What is the Underboard? A game where you're playing right now. You're still outside while others are now trapped here. With all these monsters, you can help them escape, but you need to form a team. Look, a bonfire. Let's go see who's there. Okay. So let's just have a little look at everything. So we have a level 1 rebel. I do like the art style. That's actually really unique and kind of reminds me of similar art stuff like Don't Starve and stuff like that a little bit, you know? Held the same way. So we have some maximum health, attack resistance, we have skill resistance. I assume it shows me actually what they actually are, so the right in the brackets. We have attack damage, attack speed, attack range, the crit chance, crit attack multiplier, movement speed, skill power, energy regeneration, the... Ooh, I can hold to control to hide, or shift to toggle details. Might as an ability, is that? Sorry, sticky key is always annoying. It gets to disable that. Sticky keys are so annoying. Anyway, assault active energy cost. That's the skill that it's got. Target current enemy, deal 64 damage, or 8% skill power, and gain might. Might is a 5-second duration buff. If I say seconds, I assume this is kind of like a live thing. Well, we'll take the guy. I was scouting the area. There should be more people around. Here, use this map to go and search for them. Oh, cool. So we have like a map to go through and stuff like that. Combat game 1 experience. Nice. Watch out, wild monsters appear. Try this, rookie. Drag a character to a good position first, then send them into fight. Okay. So like, put them here. And then they go and fight. Okay, so very auto-battler-esque, and skill is very similar to... Yeah. I do like the sort of graphicalness of this. Can I pick anything up? What do we get here? Experience levels character up to level 2. Full sack must be used on a level 1 character. Sacks up to 3 times. Okay. Then we have chests. You found a chest. There should be an item inside. Thank you very much. And it is an apple. Suffering health loss to increase health loss. Health loss. Reduce the amount of maximum health that can be recovered. Common bite. Bring you onto your character and equip it, you can always right-click an item to unequip it. Okay, that's kind of nice. There's always the worry is like, if you get items like that, can you not unequip them? And you can unequip it as many times as you want. That's fine. Another combat. The main thing with stuff like this is always the synergies and things like that, and that's what you care about. You can change the speed. Thank you very much. But you there and start. Double speed. And what do we get here? More experience. So let's continue into deck of cards. You found some magic cards that can be used as spells. Rot, 10-second duration. Suffer pierce damage over time and applies decay every second. Decay, duration is 20 seconds. Maximum stacks is 3. Does 3% damage over time. Receive multiplier. Okay. So Plague and spell range affects spell connected to allies in the spell range. Oh, so the effect spreads to connected allies in the spell range, so it'll affect my own character as well. Select an enemy character in the spell range center and apply the Rot, which is 150 Rot, 150 plus 150 per time used in combat. Ooh. You can activate a spell, you click it during combat use, start over time combat using it, it will cost you some mana. Mana comes from your brain, it fully recovers after each combat. I have a brain? Thanks for telling me, game. Okay, so, yeah, like, casting that on that guy, and that starts combat as well, okay. But this increases every time I cast it, so that's kind of cool. You can have first stack of your experience points, not bad. Drag your experience to level them up. So we do this, put you on there. You're now level 2. Which just obviously gives better bonuses, I assume. Or it does increase the energy cost, I think. No, was that the same? So the bonfire, which I assume gives me another unit to pick up. Didn't tell you earlier, but characters have traits that get better when they're allied with their allies. Also have them. Check the traits of your character before choosing another. So with this one we have intensity and accuracy. Those are the two things you want to care about, and they obviously give bonuses, which intensity, when you have 2 points, is more attack damage and critical multiplier and stacks. Accuracy is attack speed and critical hit chance. See, these are the things I like when you kind of like get an idea of like what things can do. Technically there's a blue thing on there as well. I don't know what that is, but okay. So here we can either go for another scout, which gets up to 2, and then we get effort as well. Or we can go for that which is reinforced for hit damage reduction. Poison damage over time. Oh, with this I got like damage over time, but I kind of want to go with this because like I'm always a turtle dude, you know? Damage reduction is pretty good, plus it also increases my general damage overall, so that's probably pretty good. Attack speed's nice for like the poison stuff. Regeneration. Affects character, gives better energy regeneration to use the ability more often, which is Treat. Should project on the current enemy to apply 100 poison. I can already kind of get an idea of like how cool you can make stuff. Let's go with this one. So we use the rebel first and then put you behind there. That is always my plan. To combat. More mod sign to creep on you. Characters target the closest enemy, so move characters to a good spot. Targets with the higher maximum health are prioritized. And there are multiple at the same distance. So, okay. That's nice to know. And like they tell you that as well. Like, you always target or prioritize the most health. So, we can just do this. Oh, okay. I'm assuming it doesn't matter if my units pass away in a fight. Let's get the chest. What to get here? Okay, so that gives you intensity as well. So, we found an influenced item. Those also grant traits which are quite rare. Yeah, so very kind of follows on to the same mechanics as like TFT and stuff like that. So that's kind of cool. The Child, effects by mana regeneration and cooldown recovery. The Goat, maximum mana, maximum spell range. I think the Child is the better one here, just because I can use that. Passive spells are those that are always active but usually affect you and your other spells. But you can always drag your spells between them to sort their places. Cool. So yeah, this is just always active. I get mana regeneration and my spell cooldown is better. I am always a fan of cooldown reduction. You can look at the combat summary for details about how the characters are doing. It's more of a thing for advanced rookies though. What are you talking about? Tikato, that's not fair. That's not fair at all. Anyway. So yeah, I want to set that there, and I guess I'll put it there. Then use this spell immediately on this thing to get it gone as quickly as possible. Ooh, chill. And next one, deck of cards. Let's go. I kind of like this, and the art style is really interesting as well. Like, they've really put a lot of thought into this stuff. So, Jungle, Mana Reserve, Uncommon Reservation. Okay. Interesting. Feast, which mana reserves plus 50, affects the player, characters. Total resistance as health on wounded, attack resistance and skill resistance increase. Or swamp. Oh, so is this like a thing underneath everything else? So I could go like Feast to get that, or just go Uncommon Swamp, which gives me accuracy, stealth, and reach. Let's do that. As a reservation spell, you can click it outside of combat to use it, and it will reserve some of your mana to activate it. Reserve mana cannot be used for active spell. Okay. So yeah, so if I use this, it creates like a land thing, which then gives an effect of whatever this is. Like this has got to 3 now, and this has got 1 reach, which is like the effect of this being applied. I will say now, that is a really, really cool mechanic. And I'm surprised that not a lot of other things do this, right? But like, why is this not a thing in every auto-battler out there? Field spells, like the whole Yu-Gi-Oh aspect, like, am I just missing that? Is it in other auto-battlers or is it not? Like, dude, that's, yeah, like, why wouldn't you drag that across into this? That makes so much sense. Look, that chest has a reroll symbol. You could sacrifice some experience if you don't find anything you're looking for, and you get 2 new options. Okay, yeah, everything being a currency. I kind of like that idea. Another apple if you want, so we can get energy on start of combat, or get energy pulse chance, so recover energy equal to energy regeneration on attack. Well, that's actually pretty good, because we've got a lot of stuff that is doing a lot of attacking, and I'm assuming they can hold a fair amount of stuff anyway. To space, and let's do this last combat. Okay, so put you behind there. We got the field up. I'm going to put the poison on this guy, maybe? Yeah. We'll try and get that one gone first, because we attack that first anyway. This is a kind of like defensive guy. They all live. As soon as you lord the boss out, you need to kill it to save your team. Good luck, rookie. Thank you, friend. Well, before we do that, we're going to do this and upgrade him to level 2. And let's face the boss. Okay, so you have to like all the combats and stuff anyway. Interesting. Well, this is going behind here. I guess we'll attack that guy first and get that gone. I can pause, that's nice to know. Guess we're guaranteed to lose that fight. Be careful, dead characters consume your life to revive. Life comes from your heart when it fully recovers after killing a boss, but your exploration ends if you lose it all. Using combat inflicts damage to your life. On the bright side, enemies revive as ghosts, making them easy to kill again. Okay. That is kind of useful to know. I like that part of the mechanic. So it makes the fight easier for you to just do that. And it keeps making them. That is really cool and useful to know. I mean, we're gonna die anyway. Like, I think this is like a. I mean, can you win this fight? Oh, okay, now it's like sudden death, right? Oh no, my guys become monsters and they all run away. You're well, rookie, but that combat was too hard. When people die here, they become monsters. Only a player can save them. You should keep trying now. Now you know the basics. I hope you think so as well. Okay. So, there's a lot to go over, yeah? A lot to go over. And I will say, I really like that sort of field buff that you end up setting up. That is such a good way of doing it. Of just like having that apply anyway. So we've got a rebel, or we can take the scouts. So it can apply slow. And you apply poison for the scouts on that one. Okay, so scouts have like two different ways. This has got concentration and stealth rather than the attack speed. And that does poison, this does slow. And this one has effort and impact instead of the other thing I had before. So these are randomized based upon what they have, so they're not unit specific. That is really cool. And then, yeah, it's the ability that changes that causes them to have the different effects then. You know what? I do like that. I'll take the poison guy. I'm always a fan of poison. Nice. And you return now that you know what to do. Take this compass. It will help you track down the boss. I trust you will do this. Do it this time. Let's go, rookie. Okay. I'm assuming the compass has got a timer attached to it. I got no immediate spells, so passives aren't great, but maximum life, maximum mana efficiency, and maximum life per Minotaur. I guess is fine. Or anticipation. It gives anticipation, which is shield combat. Yeah, let's take that then. Like getting other stuff as well. Map canvas points towards the map boss. Completing combat lures out the boss. Or uncompleted combats and reveals our areas locked. Okay. Well, let's put you there. Start the fight. Go. But yeah, I kind of like this kind of idea, right? I think it's all relatively unique. I do like the field spell type stuff, and I think you could really kind of like run into that and do some of the cool stuff. So what I got here, a nun, talent and endurance gets exposed. Another one which gives a heal, which recover health over time for allies in range, which is initiative and talent. What does those do? Energy points start combat, skill power increase. We have this guy, which does intensity and impact, which is actually pretty good for front line, so we might take that anyway. I think he's quite useful that way. Let's continue. Always go deck of cards. I think the thing is to kind of like try and get as much stuff as you can. So yeah, we go accuracy, stealth, and reach again on here. We go vitality, endurance, and determination. We don't really have anything else. We can take the crab, which is 1 spell range and cooldown recovery. I think we just go swamp here, because it will start getting this stuff up. I do like the swamp being active, so now we have reach, which with range hits we can do more damage, and superior combat, or we just go combat. Let's do the normal combat, and we'll maybe come back to that after. Just allow these guys to do their thing. Okay, so yeah, allowing him to go through there. So it's like the attack range, some can attack by diagonally, this cannot, so you have to take the extra step. So there is that sort of, I've got to play around the right way to put stuff on there. So like putting him here is terrible, I might as well put him there and do the same with that, so they attack immediately. I think this is really cool. Like, as an auto-battler and stuff, and turning it into that sort of, like, 1 versus 1 mechanics. What's this got on him? Seems to have some sort of other effects. Gain hidden seconds. % skill power and haste. Hidden. Cannot be targeted by attacks or direct skills. Increases fatigue chance on hidden. Okay. Interesting. Scout has the reach and the poison stuff, which is kind of what we want anyway. With this, let's have insight and determination. Energy charged at combat. Increased attack resistance if you get more of them. And he does have the heal, which is actually pretty good. So yeah, let's take the nun. There you go, nun. We're right behind those guys. A very angry nun. I will admit, I am a fan of the art style. I think it's a really well designed in that sense of just like cool things. 30% crush on hit critical attacks can cause crush on hits at chance. Armor on wound. Energy charges on the start of combat. Let's hit the cog. If we're going for like skills and stuff, I think the scout having that is going to be pretty good. We'll upgrade this guy as he is kind of my sponge at the moment, I think. And then we'll do... Should we try the superior combat? Let's try it. So that goes there, and that can also go there, I guess, and we'll start. I love the sort of like character designs for the movements and things. That's pretty cool. Ooh, what do we get here? Hope. Grants influence to a character. Trait passive for specialization. Group of traits. But what does Hope actually do? Oh, gives insight. Okay, so Hope gives insight. That's the one thing I was too sure, but that's still pretty good. We'll put it on there anyway, and now... Oh, he got blue paint on him, so he gets the insight buff, which I can't remove, so that's got applied to him permanently. Unlike the cog, which I can do. 20 damage from melee hits, while flanking, and a cog, which gives insight and 2 in charge at the start of combat. Well, yeah, I'll take another cog, why not? That way we have now 3 insight, which we get 2 plus generate start combat, and 5 energy burn on attack, which is kind of cool. Go for this sort of like insight build, maybe. So I think we go here and lower these down to here. That's a range guy anyway. That's kind of semi-ranged, but yeah. We'll get the healing. Take the chest. Yeah, I must admit, this game has kind of caught my attention. No point taking that, because, like... Actually, is it better than what I currently have for some stuff? Maybe. Headphones, though. Range hits, doing more damage. You can take those. I am liking this. I think it's unique enough where you can get a lot of stuff done in like a really cool way. So I take damage because I still have to revive him. Okay, that's nice to know. Increase that guy because you can deal a lot of damage. Now we start getting into that sort of space. At this point, my heal on that didn't go off. Well, we got life to burn. It's fine. Let's go this way as well. Just try and get like the extra combats and stuff done. That goes there. Start. And I do like the fact that even if like one of your minions die, you still take a bit of chip damage to kind of revive them, which is nice. So after losing a combat, yeah, so everything always requires one life to do, but then you have the ability to kind of get more back. Can't cast spells though, so that's kind of really frustrating for me at the moment. Ah, the heal. The nun is doing her job. Ooh, what we got here? So, regret, consumable trait, rerolls the lowest team trait of a character. Huh. That's kind of nice, actually. We have a folding chair, crush on hit. We have a shield at start combat and maximum health. Maximum health is more useful because I've got healing, so we'll put that there. We'll also level this guy up, so he's now level 2. The heal is a bit better as well. The blueness on the inside. So if I re-roll the lowest trait we have, right? It's not stealth that gets re-rolled in this case. It would be the attack. So, no. Impact on that guy would get re-rolled, or intensity. I kind of like both of those, but I guess it's kind of fine if we do that. We now have 2 impacts. Oh, they can have 2 of the same? Okay, now that's nice to know. That I can have 2 sets of the same trait. That is nice to know. So it's better to try and kill off the weakest one than it is to do anything else. And I can't go down these because I've done all the combats I can, so I don't get this thing. Okay. That's a nice way to go about stuff as well. I always feel like yeah, so there is some plan around trying to do the thing you want to be able to try and do, right? So, oh, okay, I have to put these here then. Yeah, because I want to kill this thing off first, so this should be the closest one, I think. Okay, I guess it's not. Ouch! Didn't kill a single thing there. Let's try that again then. I want to try and get this one killed. If we get that killed first, then we can maybe work around that. Guess not. That's fine. The boss now technically got killed first, so I guess we're just focusing everything on him straight away. That's gonna kill the nun anyway. Like, we'll have to just deal with that. Yeah, I like that. That's range hits, attack damage on mallet, teddy bear on shield, hit the teddy bear. Well done, rookie. But a portal is opening. That means there's a deadlier boss on the other side. You have to lure it out too. Your exploration will be saved after crossing the portal. Make sure you are ready to leave the map first. So, levels of character level 3. I'll get you to level 3. We'll give you the teddy bear as well. Ah, you got leveled up to a punk. Okay, that's pretty cool. There's sort of change on that as well. I like that. Is determination worth it? Determination, what does it do? Attack resistance, yes, it is actually still worth it. So I can't do anything else on those, so I guess, yeah, we leave. Well, so, and then a new map. Okay. And then kind of repeats through the process of that as well. I like this. This actually gives us really cool builds. I'm actually kind of really enjoying my time with this as well. Actually, melee hits and thorns. One range attack, damage or flanking. Let's take that. Okay. So the cog can come off you. I'm just got to sacrifice that for now. I can double cog that then, yeah? To get 2 insight. Yes, like, these are the things you need to know, man. These are the things you need to know. Let's do the fight. Like, yeah, I can really see, like, you could build some, like, crazy stuff and focus around particular synergies and aspects and all that cool things, right? Stack of 3. Bonfire, thank you, so we can level up the character we get immediately, straight away. And what do we want? A decent tank would be very nice. I am taking that, like, straight away. You instantly get a level up. We take that and that off you, and you get both of them. So my tank is there, and we have now stuff we're doing, and he's also getting the determination bonus to basically increase the resistances and stuff. So do I give him the insight charge then on the cog? No, I think we can get rid of that one then, I guess, and give it to this guy. No. We want energy charge to start combat, so we actually want to give it to this. I've been messing around with that too much. Now what else do we get? Card deck of cards, please. Let's see if we get an actual spell I can use, so I'm not just like no one. Another reservation. Talent, initiative, and insight. Skill power. Warcry. Set a player character in the spell center, grant health, maximum life, and apply a heal, 30% max life to the per enemy level in spell range. Applies taunts to enemies. That's actually really cool. I will take Warcry. You can go there. And then we have the Superior Combat, another Superior Combat. Level 3 enemy. Ooh, dangerous. One item to the highest level enemy, one trait consumable, and one experience. Leave that in a bit. We'll do some other ones and see what we can find on the map. And yes. Now, to be honest, we have to swap these around. Like, I need to probably give this one some other resistances and stuff to see if we can figure stuff out there. So if I do this, we can do the Warcry. Apply it to him. They all get taunted to attack this guy. He gets healing as well. I've got a pretty good setup, I think. Probably not amazing, but it's definitely interesting. And we have my tank, we have a healer, we have melee DPS, attack resistance, skill power, while focused. Now we'll take the umbrella. I think that's a pretty good one for this guy, as he needs to be my defensive character anyway, and he's got the most health out of them all. Another chest, thank you very much. We'll take that. Okay, we can sacrifice experience to reroll those if we want to. Attack speed, +1 talent, and +90 is a skill multiplier combo, or another cog. This does give talent, but I need 2 points to get it useful. We'll go with attack speed bonus and give it to my range guy. Just because with the range damage bonus and stuff, I think it's going to be really useful to deal with stuff in that sort of way, right? And then we'll pop all these down here. to at least deal with the one guy first. And stop. Use this. So they all get taunted. They have to attack this guy. And he gets healing. The athletes. More scissors. And we have shields not combat, energy reserve. +5 hidden seconds on wounded. Apply route to adjacent enemies on hidden. Oh, this ain't... Obviously, it's a really good piece of equipment, but I don't know what hidden does. Like, I mean, obviously, hidden means you can't be targeted by attacks or direct skills. Increases fatigue chance on hidden, which fatigue fails when you attempt to hide. Weapons become wounded the first time they drop below 50% maximum health. So, less than 50 health, then we just become hidden for 5 seconds, and then we apply route to everyone. I think just the shield and the energy reserve is better, right? Then I can get rid of the teddy bear on this guy, give him that, as well as then he also gets the energy reserve, right? I probably don't need the energy reserve on that. We probably give it to this guy as well, because he's got a slightly better... No, your skill is better with the armor, and seeing as we're going to be taunting you up anyway, we'll do that. Forge. Forge items can be forged. Let's do that. We're here at the forge. So, use to forge items. Sacrifice experience to gain an equal amount of additional fire. 5. Forge slot's empty. Invalid. What do you mean? Merge items, enhance an item. Oh, okay. So if I can enhance an item, what do I need? Forged equipment. That seems pretty good, thank you. You can go back on that dude. That costs 2. Dodge chance, thank you very much. An attack speed, maybe? Or do we just do the rare equipment? I can't do any more, I got no more. Okay. So I wasted some experience. Interesting. So forging works out pretty well. Yeah, I don't have enough to do anything else. Well, unless I want to sacrifice that. I can't do that either. We could merge, space, extinguish forge, we're done. Okay, let's do that one, because that's the one combat we can actually probably get away with without turning off. Okay, never mind. Swap you 2 over. We got to take care of this guy first again, I guess. Or do we do this way? Take care of the 1 health dude. Level 1 dude. Use that on there. That healing is so good, even if I do take damage like when dying, because just how much value I get out of it. And another superior combat. Just do normal combat then. We're coming into the stages of where I'm probably going to need to start focusing on what I'm trying to do, right? Real consumable 1 experience. I don't really care about all that stuff now. Like, I just need like an extra character, I've noticed, is kind of like my main issue, right? Nice. So yeah, like level character level to 2, and I can't do much else with that unless I get the character, which you do get one. Nice. We have a baby which applies burn to an enemy. Has perception and contact. What does that do? Contact. Melee hits deal more damage, and perception hit damage reduction. Interesting. We go with this guy with the reach, which doesn't actually help much, but could be useful, and applies grace, an energy pulse. Or this guy, which does the intensity again, which you don't have anymore. I guess we'll just go baby and get the perception. Like, the melee hit stuff on contact is pretty good. Okay, baby, you have joined the team. You get level up to level 2. I'm also probably going to change the perception, maybe, into intensity, which I don't need. Try again. Into vitality. Vitality is probably slightly more useful if we get it working. Let's go up first. Okay. That goes there. That can go there. That goes there, and this goes behind all there. Space, and we'll start. So if I do this, we trigger that on there. Gets the heal. Okay. I'm trying to figure stuff out quite well, and like how you plan stuff out, and I think you really do need to kind of like move people about a lot to kind of get what you want to work. Okay, and he slows it down, it doesn't stop it then. I just love the character designs. I think they're really well done. Very, like, comic book-esque type character designs, and I love it. Like, it really reminds me of that sort of, Dennis the Menace, I guess I'd probably say. Like, for really back in the day. Man, that is saying something. Play Ghost Reach. That's character. Target gets taunted from the furthest enemy, teleports towards target, and it gains that grant hidden. Ghost Reach seems interesting. Let's go Plague. Some DPS output would be nice as well for spells on my end, just so I can do stuff. Okay, so that guy's pretty big up there. Guess we're going for this dude here then, and kind of like clearing out all that stuff. Baby, you go there. You're the healer. You go behind. Plague on all of those. Baby died. Yeah, the range dudes are always a problem. Okay, so we lost that fight. But now the things that are dead are also already dead, so they're easier to deal with this time around, meaning that we should get more done. So I guess I want to go for these range dudes then and focus on those. Right? It's kind of like the point then. And then do War Cry, trigger that. Try and get the heal stuff to go. Now we lost still. Guess my first fight was the better way of doing it. I've got to use So So he's got to be up front, in my opinion. That goes there. That's fine. That goes there, then. Do it this way. No, that swap those over. Now use plague here. Use this on him. Okay, cool. We just survived. Barely. Can I do one more fight? I guess we'll try and do like this one of the superior combats maybe. But do you want to do one of these double ones to see what happens? Sure, I do that. Trigger this immediately, they all get taunted. Didn't kill a single thing. Interesting. Interesting. You go there then. That goes there. We'll try it this way. Do that and that. Nope, I literally cannot win this fight, I don't think. Because this guy's just got so much on him, and with the stealth as well, like... like, I generally don't know what you meant to kind of do there. Kind of very slowly goes through when you select that, so you can kind of target the things you want. That's kind of nice, but doesn't stop you hitting the things that's necessarily the thing you want to hit, right? Yeah, because that guy just keeps healing. Like, I can't do anything with that. Oh, they all become mutated monsters now. Such a shame. Masteries, though. And obviously, I assume it's all the stuff we unlock. Lucky chest. So we equip the lucky chest to ensure... So there are some other ways to kind of improve your chance of winning, I'm assuming. That's kind of cool. That's kind of nice. I kind of like this game. I think this has some really cool stuff about it, and there's a lot more probably to do with this demo as well, but I think this is quite good as a quick look. Well, probably not so much a quick look as looking at the length of my recording now. Anyway, but yeah, I definitely think this is one that's going to be on my wish list anyway, and I'm probably going to keep an eye on it going forwards, because there are some cool stuff that you can do with this, and there's a lot more interesting things behind the scenes, I think, that can kind of make this game kind of stand on its own just as like an auto battler. I do love the field effects, although the only thing I would say about it is if they are still developing or looking for the release of stuff, if you give some visualization to your side of the board for those field effects, please do, because that would look awesome. Like if you put a swamp down, your side of the board turns into a swamp. Just be perfect. I would love to see that work. But yeah, again, if you do enjoy these videos, do leave a like, subscribe to see more, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.